And then Romans 9 and 3.
I
mean, that was 9 and 13.
That's an unjust balance for you to be able to love and not hate.
It's a big ass
Yeah, it
move.
makes sense. Like a spider came up to you, or somebody's about to murder your daughter. You're gonna love the person trying to murder your daughter. No, you're gonna defend them with all hatred.
We the only people walking
Everyone
around
is
with that
made.
spirit on us, man.
Everyone
Black
is
folk.
made even until you go against God's commandments. I'm
So,
not
hold
saying
on.
that.
So, all right. So, who was given the law? Who was given the
The
law?
prophets.
What prophets?
I can give Zechariah.
No, what group? It's a name of them. Who had
okay?
Israelites?
Israel.
Israelites, right?
Yeah.
So, Israelites doesn't translate from.
He did with the word real quick.
Israelites don't translate from Muslim. It don't translate from Ishmaelites, right? It was Israelites. Even in your book, it says that, right? So why go off a book that was made after the Bible?
In the Quran, it says every single place, every single tongue, every single language on earth has been given a messenger. Now, whether or not the people interpreted what that messenger said was good or like right,
I know. All right.
it doesn't really make like, you get what I'm saying?
Hey, give me
Like, it wasn't only given to Israelis. It wasn't only given to the Israelites. It was given to every single nation on earth.
I'm gonna give you 3 precepts. I'm gonna give you the first 2 on hate, and the next one I'm gonna give you on lands and languages. Go ahead, hit that one first.
Malachi, chapter 1, verse 1. The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us?
Where'd you love us?
Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Saith the Lord. Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau.
Say that again, just so he can hear it, because I don't think he did.
You understand?
He was talking.
Okay, but do you understand that the Bible doesn't come from Hebrew? It comes from a language that predates Hebrew.
Yes, it does.
Right.
Canaan.
Now, I'm also saying that the Bible uses names that aren't the same as the names inside of the Quran.
Salaki.
All right, now
Salaki.
look. If we say
Did not-
Bani Israel, right? There's also the angel of death named Israel. It's the same name. That
Okay,
doesn't
so
mean
you-
that it's the same.
You believe in Abraham, right?
Yeah, I believe in you.
Okay. When out of the Torah, did not Abraham sit here and tell him, if you put your hand in your shirt, you take your hand out, it's white, that it was a curse to turn white?
Out of the Torah? Wait, you mean like the words of Moses? You mean the words of... Okay.
But it was a warning. He gave you many warnings saying, if you keep sinning, I'm going to turn you white.
Now, hold on.
You will start to lighten
hold
up
on.
over
Did you
generation
read this?
because you're sinning.
Do you speak the language? Do you speak the language that the Torah is written in?
The lost ones of God.
There were no
And
white
hold on.
folks
Did you read the
on
Torah
earth.
out of the Old Testament?
Yes, there's.
So you're reading from a deviated book.
Yo,
I don't
man.
have anything else.
He said the Torah.
Nah, bro,
No.
hold up.
Let it
You
go.
said the Torah.
Let it go. No, let it go.
Hey.
Reprove not a scorner,
The
man.
Torah's the Old Testament. Yes or no?
They're the same. What are you
They're
talking
the same.
And the Torah's
Now I'm
in
saying
your
in the
book.
Bible, this entire book is deviated.
The Torah.
So that means the Quran's deviated because the Torah's within the Quran.
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
just cut his
I
head.
li-
Yeah, he did.
literally,
Get that?
literally before this, I just said that it's from the same root, but they're not the same books. I literally said that. We had an
Why do
entire.
they have
It can't
the
be the same
same
root. It
laws
can't be the
in the
same
same
root.
place?
If God is giving the look, if I tell you something, right, and I tell you something, and I tell you something, you
It's
can
gonna
all
be different
interpret
over
that
time.
wrong, right? You can interpret
No.
it wrong, and
Oh,
he
no,
can
there's
interpret
no
it wrong.
ba-
But
there's
if
no
he
personal
interprets it
interpretation.
right,
Let him
then
go
he is
into his
right.
own
It's from the
iniquity, man.
same root.
There's no point.
You get what I'm saying? It's from the same root, but you guys took it wrong. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Look, we didn't take
That's the
anything.
clear. That's the
Like,
clearest.
when you go
That's the
into-
clearest
when you
describe
go
it.
into the
He
understanding.
said something.
Okay,
Yo,
look,
I said
look.
something to you. I said something
Hold
to
on,
him.
hold on.
I said something to him. You guys are all individuals. Y'all can take it any type of way you feel like it.
Okay,
But
read
if he
this.
takes
Read,
it
read
right,
that again.
then he's
Read that
right.
again.
If you
Let's
take
see-
it
let's
wrong,
see-
then you're wrong. It's
Yo,
from
you
the same
ever
root.
played the game
Different
telephone?
ideas of what this
Sorry,
is.
bro. But you know I'm right.
Let's
You ever
try
played
out
the
what
game
they're saying.
telephone?
Read that.
Have you ever played the game telephone? You
Read
know,
that.
it's-
Malachi,
You know what I mean? Somebody
chapter
say
1,
something.
Yeah, the childish game. Yeah,
verse
yeah.
3,
Read that.
That's not.
Hey, read that. Read that.
I love it now.
verse 2.
All the time. Y'all-
I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us?
Right.
Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Saith the Lord. Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau.
Okay, now I read that passage. Did God love Jacob or Esau?
He loved Jacob, but he hated Esau.
Did God love Jacob or Esau?
He loved Jacob.
Hey, brother. Hey, listen to this. Read that.
You can't prove.
No, I'm about to try out what y'all said. Read this.
You want?
Read it again.
Group a whole Bible. Like, you can't grip a whole.
Malachi chapter 1, verse 2. I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother?
Can you read it?
Said the Lord, yet I loved Jacob and hated Esau.
Now, in that verse, let's see if we get different ideas out of this. In that verse, who loved Jacob? I mean, who did God love, Jacob or Esau?
Hold on. You're going back to what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, and
I
I'm
just
about
told
to,
you.
I'm about to,
Esau is a name in the Bible, right? Esau is a name in the Bible. There's also a name called
Hold
Jesus
on, where
in the
you at?
Bible.
Where you at?
I'm telling you, in
Malachi,
Arabic,
jump
the
down to
word
4.
for Jesus is Esau.
Go down to 4.
The book
Hold
has
on.
been deviated.
Go down to 4.
Verse
it's
4.
not deviation.
Hold on, no. Go to 4.
Go to 4.
Verse 4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts. They shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness.
So
Keep
that's
going.
who Esau is.
And the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever.
That's
Forever.
Esau in the Bible. That's Esau
Forever.
in the Bible. Hold up.
Why does Esau's kingdom keep falling? Roman, London, how many places I can see here, Saddam, have been burned down, have been brought to pieces?
Many places.
This kingdom's coming to pieces. You trust in this kingdom.
I'm not trusting here. I know
You
this
don't
place is
trust in
bad.
it.
What
This place
Americans
is
do,
full
they
of
say
sin.
love everybody. Don't Americans do that? It's so happy he's in America and love everybody, right?
But he don't love his own brothers.
That's
He don't eat his own brothers. That's Muslim teach you.
He said we all eat. That's that Muslim shit.
What's up?
Yeah, that's that Muslim
You
shit.
swear that though.
I do it like this. I do it like
He's
this. Not all
overturned,
white
destroyed
people
their
are bad,
kingdom over and
but Are you
over.
gonna hop in a pit of snakes to find out which one is poisonous or not? No, you're gonna separate from them. That's why it says in the when it says in Sirach, who shall pity a snake charmer?
Hold on.
Because you know you're dealing
You
with
just
snakes.
compared a human to a snake.
Are
That is not
people-
equal at all. That is not equal at all.
What aren't snakes cunning? Aren't snakes cunning? Do men trap their prey like snakes?
No, I'm saying.
I'm not saying we're actual snakes. I'm saying we have traits as snakes. So some white people might, like Donald Trump. Look at him. He put a fraud for all these other racist white people, but he was actually all in for himself and money. He didn't give it to him. So that was snake-like.
But can you agree with me that some white people are good and some white people are bad?
Now, yes, but how?
All right. And
How
also,
can they be good?
can you agree with me that some black people are good and some black people are bad?
Yes, but how can they be bad? According to what? How they're bad?
If you don't follow
The commandments.
Yeah, the
right?
commandments.
So that's what we're saying.
No, I have white friends that follow the commandments.
You sure?
Hey, can I ask you a question?
I can name a bunch of
There is a scripture in there that I was reading, say, prepare slaughter for the
For the iniquity of their fathers.
talking about Esau.
That's talking about Esau.
How can they be good? I mean, they got to get the judgment coming.
All right, and
You see what I'm saying?
But weren't like Prophet Jeremiah? Prophet Jeremiah, wasn't he good in keeping the commandments and preaching to the children of Israel? But he was still into slavery. Same thing with them. Whether they are good or not, they get the same judgment. Right?
What baby you talking about? The chink?
Like like molesters and
It's
and all
actually
that stuff, right?
613.
basically things that are wrong that go against the commandments.
that go against God.
No, that doesn't go to race. That doesn't go to race. That's the entire population. Those who are good are good, and those who are bad are bad.
Is it okay to have sexual animals? Because in Europe they got brothels where they actually
They
have
do that in
sexual
Africa too.
Yeah,
They
and
do
that's,
that in
that's,
Africa?
that's right.
Yeah, no, it's wrong.
Because Egyptians did that, but I thought every culture, they just knew what to do with God.
No, what I'm
So we
saying is
can't-
that there
we
is
can't
the
say
devil. Any population, there's devil acting on people, and there's also.
The devil is also in charge of religion.
He's just a deceiver.
What do you mean? I don't even want to get into that. Basically, no, I don't even want to get into
I'm
it.
gonna ask you one question, and this is gonna sum up everything you got to say. Did you see anything in the Muslim language, Arabic, right? You see any of those on the walls of Egypt anywhere?
No, it's not.
Where?
Wait, in Arabic?
In Arabic. On the walls
It's probably
in Egypt,
written.
on the pyramids in
Oh,
Egypt.
in the pyramids? No.
They got pregnant in New York.
So it's not
I thought you
that-
meant just like normal streets and stuff. I'm like, yeah, there's Arabic all over.
Hell no. The motherland of
I
this
know for a
earth.
fact that ancient Egyptians aren't the Egyptians that
yeah,
are there right
yeah,
now.
you know that.
You don't
Okay,
have to talk about
I
those.
understand that. What I'm getting to is, if you don't see nothing Arabic on those walls,
So
but you see Hebrew writings on those walls, it debunks your whole goddamn book.
Before they came,
It does, because we come first. And when you go into the Canaanite land,
Hebrew,
we
I
took
can
over the
use Hebrew,
Canaanite
right?
land.
I can use Hebrew. If we compare
they were
Hebrew and
spread to
Yiddish,
black
right?
people in
Different
New York.
different languages from
I don't
different
know
regions. They use the
I don't know
same.
what white
They use
man
the same.
brainwashed out in New York.
The same alphabet.
They do not.
Yes, they do.
When you're saying alphabet, it's not the same. It's not the same at all. Yiddish is what?
Yes, sir.
What is Yiddish?
Yiddish is an Eastern European language.
Exactly. And it started where? What part of the continent?
Eastern Europe.
Okay, so what is the motherland of this
When I
earth?
went to-
Where is it? What continent?
Manhattan.
Israel and the Levant.
Manhattan. most
Israel
of the
Israel is
white
where?
area. Whites in the Middle East. Manhattan.
In the northeast of Africa, right?
Oh, I got
Yeah,
it.
they made it.
Israel's
Yeah.
not part of Africa.
It is. You know,
And they-
I forgot when it was. It's a canal that they actually built to separate.
Tell me why. Tell me why. If the followers of Moses wanted to go back to their holy land, why didn't they just stay in Egypt?
Wanted to go back to their holy land.
To their normal land where they actually belong. Why did they move out of Africa? Why did they cross the Red Sea?
Because you gotta understand, it was the Red Sea is just like a fertile crescent. Sometimes it will rise and then sometimes it will lower. But that canal that they created,
Wait. If it rises and lowers, right? Does that mean that it goes in between Israel and Jordan, or does it stay in between Egypt and Israel?
you gotta understand.
You gotta use
Egypt-
logic. You gotta use logic. 'Cause
Egypt-
There's an entire Sinai Peninsula in between there, so water isn't gonna go over that entire.
But you gotta, yeah. But you gotta understand.
No.
Africa into
Africa
going
and
into
Asia.
Saudi
Africa and
Arabia
Asia.
or whatever, right?
Yeah, but you gotta understand.
Because I know
when you
geography
go into
too.
the Roman-
It's Egypt, right? Then there's the Sinai Peninsula. That's still part of Africa.
Bathsheba, yeah, going into that area.
And then going up, there's the Negev Desert. That's part of Israel.
Yeah.
Next to that is Jordan. South from that is Saudi Arabia, right? You're talking about Israel is still part of northeastern Africa, but I'm saying it cuts off at Egypt. Because if Israel was northeastern Africa,
That
right?
he mentioned now,
Hold on.
Northeast Africa too.
Hold on. If Israel is northeast Africa, they would have stayed in Egypt. They wouldn't have left out of Africa.
Well, look, I'm gonna give you the
Northeast
understanding of
Africa.
that. They actually built a huge canal to separate Egypt from Israel. When you go back into the Roman writings, the Romans took over Jerusalem just so they could go and conquer
See that book? You
Egypt.
see that book right there? Who compiled that book?
Who compiled that book?
Who compiled that book?
When you go into 1611 King James Bible, it goes into the Cambridge
No.
University.
Where does the King James Bible come from? Where does that derive from? What church? What church?
What church?
No
There
church.
was no church. King
Roman
James is
Catholic
the king.
Church. They're the guys that got all of
Everything
this
from
information
Euphrates,
that.
from the river of Euphrates down to the Nile River.
Which
It's
King James
Northeast
Bible?
Africa. That Gaza's on that
That's not
strip
Africa.
though.
That's not Africa.
Which King James? Though?
That's not Africa.
You just
That's King
yourself
James.
just said it was
King
Northeast
James.
Africa.
King James from England, right? He's
Didn't he
Anglican.
not just say
Anglican.
himself it was Northeast Africa?
Is he the white one or the black?
Oh, okay. I know where you're going with this. I've already heard all of it.
He said it himself it was Northeast Africa.
No, we're not even talking about that. We're talking like, yo, bro.
I'm a buck that buck.
All right, yo. You guys got your facts wrong.
Look, it's no point. There ain't no point.
Hey man,
No,
we're
there's
not
literally
here
no
to get mad or
He
get
got his.
No, I'm not mad either.
Let
I'm
him,
not mad either.
let him go. Let him. He has his belief. That's his belief. Let it go. It's
No,
going to
it's not even that.
disrespect it
It's
for
not
what
that I'm
it
just
is.
strong. I'm trying to help you guys too.
What's y'all appreciate?
You're going to find out who's wrong or right sooner or later. It's coming. No matter what, we in Judgment Day.
It is wrong. You may think I'm
You
like
seeing
that.
people dying off left and right now.
Me not saying that, but I'm looking at you because you
I
have
believe you
black
just do good, you get good to you, man.
You're going to see who's right or
I
wrong.
just believe in you just do good, you get
The
good to you.
Most High is going to prove. He's going to show himself.
I'm just a big good ass person,
knowledge. It's
man.
nowhere near in writing and carved. And
We ain't saying nothing but
Egypt.
study the law. That's
Okay?
it.
Nowhere in
We ain't
Africa.
saying nothing no more than
Northeast
that.
Africa, nowhere.
Yeah,
Let it
Jerusalem,
alone.
nowhere.
I can agree
That's
with that.
Okay,
it.
so if you
We
go to
didn't ask you to
Hebrew
believe
gates,
us. Read it for
everything's
yourself.
Arabic.
But if you
Why do
already
you
got
still
your head
support
set,
You know
doing
why?
it?
You know why
we
Hebrew
can't
is on the
change
pyramids?
it. That's fine.
You
I
know
ain't
why
gonna be
Hebrew-
mad
Why?
at you,
Why?
because
It's
it's
not
not
even
my.
Hebrew.
It's not gonna be
I'll tell you a
my.
language close to the Aramaic,
My
which uses
my
the same
finish.
alphabet.
You're gonna finish off how your life
I'm
goes.
listening.
How
Israelites
your
were
life's gonna
stolen.
go.
They were taken as slaves.
So if you believe Muslim, I
Yes or
hope
no?
that Muslim
Who built the
saves you.
pyramids?
That's all I really say. I can only say.
Who built the pyramids?
You actually
I'm not
question
mad
me, you
at
already
y'all.
know.
Who
So
built the pyramids? I
But
want to hear
all I'm
from
saying
you.
is
Who
do
built
your
the pyramids?
diligent
Okay,
homework.
wait.
The Jews,
I hope
the Jews,
if you
right?
care about your
The Jews
spirit,
built the
you
pyramids.
care
Hold
about
on,
your
man, I'm
life.
listening.
They use
then
that
study
same
and find
they use
out,
that
man.
same
I ain't
alphabet,
knocking
right?
that.
Do you think that they
That's
wouldn't write it
all.
on there?
Wouldn't
I
write
don't
what?
want to. Know what I don't want to see?
Right.
I
Their
don't want to see your
language on
face
the
on
pyramids.
TV
I know,
talking about another brother.
He's
got
not
his
getting nowhere
organs
with it.
removed.
You're not getting nowhere with it, though.
He just kind of proving out.
That's what I don't want to see. That's what I'm afraid of.
Hey, yo, it's good. Let's wrap it up.
That's it. But if you brothers want, you have your headset, and that's fine.
Yo, my headset on being a good person, yo. I don't need.
Yeah, I don't need to I don't need to prove that I'm better than anyone else.
Y'all just be
I'm
chilling.
here to be a better person.
I'm on the streets, man.
No,
I'm not
it doesn't
doing
mean
shit,
that you're.
man.
Like I said, I ain't got no beef with y'all.
Nobody got
But if
beef
you
with
still got
anybody.
your headset on not believing on
It's
God's
not
law.
believing. My mind is very open. I'm very open-minded, bro. But when you can prove to me that I'm wrong, that's when I'll listen to
I
you.
don't need to prove to you.
What are you out here
Why
for?
do you believe
Yo, what are you
I
out here
need to
for?
prove to you
what
when
are you
you
out
should
here
be
for?
seeking the
Yo,
Most High
Yo,
yourself?
What are you out here for? Yo,
That's
what are you out here
proving
for,
to me
yo?
that I should.
You're supposed to be seeking the Most High, right? So you're looking
And-
for
and look,
salvation,
if you look
right?
at the Ten
So
Commandments,
how do you
right?
seek salvation
Hold on,
according to the Quran?
If you look at the Ten Commandments, right?
It's more than that.
It's more than that, brothers.
Way more than that.
When you look at the Ten Commandments, they're just rules to help you be a better person. I don't need to sit out here and tell myself I'm better than this other person. It doesn't matter. As long as
When do we say
we
that?
as individuals.
You guys are dead out here preaching hate, talking about all the white men are evil.
Listen.
Nah,
There's a
y'all-
difference.
I've heard
No,
your
listen.
whole argument.
Listen,
but I've
no,
been
you
out here
haven't. No, you
listening.
haven't. Let me help y'all out. Y'all don't
are evil
understand.
too.
Y'all young as fuck. That's
They don't
one.
have called white. Yo, they haven't called white people.
Hold on, listen. If I say that God had created a superior people out of all the people that He made on this earth, does that not say that is a better people?
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
Let's
that's
say
but
that there is a
hold
better
on.
person. Let's say
So
that.
with
Let's say that.
with Him saying that, okay, with God doing that,
Lord, I can't.
why would you argue against that? And you can't even see.
Oh no! I'm not against it. I'm not against
You
it.
just said you was.
No.
Both of y'all did.
I'm not against there's being a better race or something like that. I'm against people thinking in their minds that their lives are better than someone else's just because they're more superior.
That's like saying a rich boy is more saying his life is better than a person in poverty.
It is.
I'm saying a rich person,
Exactly.
a rich person being better.
We're not talking about
than a poor
physical
person,
things,
right?
Okay, so what are you talking about?
Their
We
lives
talk-
are equal
We
because
talking
they're
about
the
us
same.
as
Their
an
lives are not
individual, as a human. We all equal.
You talking
We
like
not
living?
bro. We not talking about physical
do you mean
things. We're not talking about that kid got a.
You said living in what? What do you mean? What do you
Bro,
mean?
we're not talking
Just
about
because
like,
one
you
person
talking
is
about
rich
we not
and one person is poor, right?
we're not
That's
talking
Clearly
about
being
physical
rich is
things,
more
man.
beneficial than being poor, but morally, when you think mentally, they're the same. That's what
We're the
I'm saying.
same person.
The
bro.
people are the
No,
same.
we
Not
both
what you're
got
saying.
lungs.
Not what
No,
you're saying.
we both have lungs. We both have hearts.
No, not even that, not
No,
even that.
we talking
Not
because
even
we're talking about physical things. We're
You
talking about
wanna
money.
we can talk about physical. I mean, I
even
can
that.
get down to the body. I'm
No,
very
no,
familiar
no.
with the body. You want to get down to that?
Let's say that the Jews, right? The children of Israel are better than everyone else, right?
He created them to be special
Okay,
people
okay.
and holy people.
Let's say that. Let's say that.
But
Okay.
I could
What's
go
the
on
problem?
top of that.
What are you doing with that knowledge?
You got that where it says
The knowledge that we're speaking.
Yeah. What are you doing with that knowledge?
Keeping the law.
Okay, now say a white person comes here, right? And
That's
sees
it.
And sees
Yo,
a white
nah,
the only law that you're saying, the only law that you're having is that a certain group of people are better than another group of people.
It's not about being better.
No, he's
That's the
he's
only
conditioned.
law.
You gotta remember that. You're conditioned to think that
No,
way.
we got a precept. Get that. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 7. The Lord did not set his love upon you,
What?
nor choose you because ye were more in number.
What? No, what? Keep going.
Because ye were more in number than any people. For ye were the fewest of all
So
people.
we're the fewest. Keep going.
But because the Lord loved you, and because he would keep the oath which he has sworn unto your fathers.
Now, this is not about we the strongest, we the bestest, we the handsomest. It's because God clearly just loves us over other people.
Okay.
When you have a child, you love your child, and you love other children too. But it's a special connection with
Now
your
what are you
child.
doing? Now what are you doing with that? What are you doing?
What we're doing with that, finding all the other children, our brothers and
Hey,
sisters,
what about
and
that
going
white guy
back
who
to our
just walked
father.
That's Esau, man.
Because is he an Israelite?
He wanted a cigarette, right? He wanted a cigarette, right? Yeah. So you want to help him die? I encourage you. I'm proud you
Ask
did
for a
that.
cigarette.
You helped me out.
And y'all bugging the
that's
fuck
not
out.
wrong.
I seen black people with cigarettes too.
Yeah, we don't give them that.
I don't give a damn about people with cigarettes.
You don't give nobody no damn cigarette.
Anyways, let's say that children of Israel are better, right? They're better. What does that have to do with society today? Because literally all you can do is take the children of Israel, right? And put them above people that aren't the children of Israel. And what is that? It's the same shit.
Do you know what's going on in society?
But guess what?
Do you know
If
what's going on in
we're
society?
top, what are we? How
All
are we
you're
gonna
trying to do
rule?
is benefit yourself, and that's not how you should live your life. That's wrong. That goes against the commandments.
If we're on top, how are we gonna rule the earth? According to what? To the law.
Okay.
So if the law is holy, and the law, there's laws that are in the Quran that
So only the children of Israel. They're the only people that preach good. They're the only people that preach good.
You ever seen a white man hold a good Bible? A good white man hold a Bible?
Now they don't. Now most
Yeah,
people,
a good white man
But do they
hold the
preach-
Bible. You ever
do they
see?
preach
You ever seen him?
commandments? Do they say the commandments? Don't they say the commandments are done away with? So don't you see the difference between us and them?
No, I've never heard someone just say the
Hold
Ten
on,
Commandments are.
hold on. Let me get a precept out for him.
Get a precept.
It's Malachi 3:16 through 18.
There's no point in reading stuff from the Bible for me. I don't believe in the Bible.
You
Hear that?
Use logic
Hear
and
that?
reason. Use logic and reason. That's how you're gonna make me
Well,
come
that
to
was
this.
logic
Yo,
and reason in Deuteronomy.
Y'all remember
Who wrote the Bible?
Talk about humanness. Remember what happened to Red
Who wrote the Bible?
White people.
Who wrote the Torah?
White people.
Who's white people?
Oh, no, not the Torah. I'm sorry. White people wrote the Bible.
Who wrote the Bible?
Back check. Let's back check.
Hold
Hold
on.
on, let's back check. Yo, let's back check. Hold on,
Read
let's back
that.
check.
Go ahead,
Let's
go
back
ahead.
check, yo.
Wait, hold up.
Let's do that.
Malachi chapter 3, verse 16.
You should give Revelation.
No, 16 through 18.
No.
Then they that feared the Lord Yahweh spake often one to another, and the Lord hearkened and heard it. And a book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared the Lord and that thought upon his name. And they shall be mine, saith the Lord of hosts. And that day, when I make up my jewels, I will spare them, as a man spareth his own son that serveth him.
So we're like his children.
So if Abraham, Isaac, and
Go
Jacob
to
were all
Acts
written these
13
books
and
and all
1.
those that thought upon God's name. So who's Muhammad? Where Prophet Muhammad come from?
He's Banu Hashim.
What he do? Not a damn thing.
Give me Acts.
He didn't do shit.
He's being rude, bro.
Ain't no Prophet Muhammad. Where he
Prophet
at?
Muhammad kept people from walking naked.
That's who wrote the Quran. So what else he do? Who he
That's
connected
like the
to?
Quran. The
How
Quran
come he
is
don't
God's
speak
word.
about it?
It's God's words. He doesn't speak
No,
about who.
it's
God-
God's
it's
words right
words
there. I just said it.
Chill.
God.
Wait, calm down. Calm down.
When you
Chill.
say, when you say white
Calm
man wrote
down.
that Bible.
A white
Yeah,
man
I'm
wrote
saying
this
white
Bible,
people
right?
compiled and
Read
wrote the
that.
Bible.
Read this.
Is that wrong?
That's wrong.
Read this. Read that. Acts 13 and 1. A white
Acts.
man wrote this Bible. Read that.
Acts 13,
Okay.
verse 1.
Before you read that,
Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon,
Right?
that was called Niger,
Now, Simeon is a tribe, right? Simeon is one of
Hey,
the
what do you say
tribes
about
of
white
Israel,
Jesus?
right?
Can you move that on? What do you?
Yeah, that says a rowboat, yeah. But basically, when you go into the concordance or the Strongs, it says Neger. So why would white people who wrote the New Testament call their own selves Neger?
A white person.
Whoa.
No.
Yo, that's a rabbit hole.
Black.
That's endless. That's endless. You can't
hold on.
even start.
Look. If you're going to that thing with King James being like a black person, right? Is that what you believe? Yeah, King James being a black person.
Well, through history,
Yeah, multiple King James. It wasn't just one.
And
No,
the original,
but the person who wrote King James Bible,
The
right?
person that run the 1611 King James Bible.
Whatever.
You got multiple King James out
The
there.
person who wrote the Bible, in your opinion, is black.
yeah. And the original
See, I'm not educated
inhabitants
on
of
that
Ireland
topic, so
You're
I
not
can't
educated
speak about
on Bibles, period. You're not
Yeah,
educated
I'm
on
not.
nothing. So
Oh,
you got-
no. My dad's a pastor. I know about the Bible.
Oh, your dad's a
My
pastor.
dad is a
You
pastor.
should bring your dad out here.
He doesn't.
You
live
can
here.
give him more knowledge than he
Doesn't live
knows,
here.
guaranteed, or he don't.
Yeah,
He
but
FaceTime
both
us, right?
both of us have confronted Hebrew Israelites in New York. I've been with my dad. He's so against this. He says it's completely wrong. Completely wrong. And not to mention, my dad comes from one of the tribes that you guys are talking about.
TDJ, he does.
Yeah,
But then
yeah,
look
exactly.
at TDJ.
I know what it
start
says, though.
going against it, he starts saying what? The Most High instead of God.
If
TDJ
Hold
knows.
on. Bring that out real quick.
hold on, before that, if the white man wrote the Bible, right, like y'all say, why does he still depict Jesus as a black man in the Bible, from head to toe?
Why does it always say I'm gonna destroy white man?
Exactly. Why does it always say that?
Yeah, it says they're going to.
There ain't nothing in the Bible. Why, if a white man wrote a book, why would he write about his own destruction?
Confound.
That is true. See, no. I don't believe in that own destruction shit. But I believe in the thing of his skin being bronze and his hair being like wool. I believe in that. So you do have a valid point with that, but I still can't like speak on that topic.
Well, you know you can't. It's confound shit. We know you can't.
Well, the understanding is that
That shit that you're talking
No.
about right now, I've done that multiple times since we've been talking. So you've
Done
literally
what?
only got me on one topic.
well, the
I
understanding.
got you on more. You couldn't
What
tell
Slow
that.
other
down,
topics?
slow down,
What
slow
other
down, slow down. The understanding is that where you getting at is the translation. We be getting into the translation.
White man
like,
can't even survive now.
brother, come down.
You can't say white people
Y'all
are not.
can't.
Dude, why do you think they're dying off now?
You can't just say white people, man.
Because
Why do you think they're dying off now?
They're not white anyway. They're not white. They actually created the
Everybody
name.
comes from
They're not reproducing.
They actually came up with the name being white, like right after they put us in slavery, and they called they called you black. So that's why we try to tell our people they're the actual chosen people.
Okay,
But-
look, they're chosen, right?
Well, yeah, we chosen, and if we because
Okay,
look,
look.
Give me
But
Deuteronomy
there's
24.
A
Deuteronomy
bunch of other
24/7.
races, right? Like other ethnicities.
Bring that out real quick.
John chapter 1, verse 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The same was in the beginning with God.
So if you know the Torah was written by the Most High, how are you going to say the Quran came from somewhere? It would make more sense to say that the white man wrote the Quran.
Con.
No, because we know for a fact in history that white people did not make the Quran.
Okay, then give me 24/7. Tell me why he sits there and warns you.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 24, verse 7
And 8. Both
and
of
8.
them.
If a man be found stealing any of his brethren, of the children of Israel,
Wait a minute.
and-
It should say,
of the
talking
Muslims,
about a
right?
plague of leprosis. 27:4 then.
27-4.
27:4 then.
Okay, they were black. But the white man.
27:4. It's talking about plague of leprosis and what I did to Miriam,
That's how the color got mixed.
which are both in the
But it came
Torah.
out of-
Telling you, I warned you in Torah that if you act like that, I'm going to turn you white like I did to Miriam.
Now, what I'm saying is, who changed this? People clearly changed this from its actual like language into English.
that's what we was getting.
Meaning can be lost. Meaning can be lost, and that's with any book. Meaning can be lost.
But that's why we brothers up here we read the King James
And
version,
also,
which
yeah,
is closest to the
King James, yeah. And at the same time, the Bible, Quran, and Torah, right? When they're translated into English, we're talking about ancient dialects. We're talking about ancient dialects. This is past like probably like 1,000 years. Both of them. The Bible's like what? After when was the Bible compiled?
concerning the Septuagint or the Torah. You want to say the Torah? That's talking about like
No, I know.
a little less than 2,000
if you see a white person,
But it says it right here. Hold
But
on.
I'm saying you're
Take heed in the plague of leprosy, which is what we're in, white folks. Then thou observe diligently and do according to all the priests and Levites shall teach unto the commandments that you observe to do. Remember what the God, like Yahweh thy God, done unto Miriam by the way that he came. So he was sad. What did he do to Miriam? He turned her white the moment she disrespected. What's his name? For disrespecting him, he said, "I turn you to rose and get out the camp."
Yeah, she was a
Turned her
woman.
white.
No, pure. She was pure. She's from Ethiopia. She died being black. She died being black.
Well,
Numbers
You gotta
12:10.
You gotta show him where leprosy it means that you lose the
And the cloud departed off of the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow. And Aaron looked, and upon Miriam, behold, she was leprous. That's what he keeps coming back to.
The Torah.
No, that's
No,
blasphemy of the fucking Holy
It's not
Spirit.
even that.
That's supposed to be,
It's not
get
even
out of
that.
here with that,
It's
man.
not even that.
You're sitting there saying,
I
I
told
believe in the
you. I
Quran,
told
but I
you.
don't believe in the Torah. And
These-
the Torah came before the
Okay,
Quran.
did I not tell you? Did I not tell them that these books have been deviated?
That's blasphemy.
Which is why
because
I
the
follow
Most High
Quran.
said, I
if you want
wrote
to
the
find
Torah.
something like that, look for it in the Quran and
but
tell
listen.
me about it.
But listen, all right, but
That's dumb. That's dumb.
But that's why I was trying to tell you earlier. If there's nothing that you can go find in Egypt,
If you want to prove me wrong,
I just did. If you can't go find nothing in Egypt in Arabic, but you can find it in
Everyone
Hebrew,
knows.
that means your book is bullshit.
Everyone knows.
100%.
Everybody knows.
Everyone knows that Arabic
that
is
Arabs
bullshit.
moved
Yeah, I
out
just read that to him. That's why.
of the Arabian Peninsula into Egypt. Everybody knows that. You're not proving anything.
How?
Because
If
that's
I'm
just
telling
way
you
too running out of time.
that
We can only
Hebrew
give
is
him the
pre-date Arabic
It's
language.
up to him to pull the trigger.
Period.
Okay, let's say that. Yeah.
So if the
It's up to him to get
Hebrews
the gun and
predate
pull the trigger.
Egypt, Arabic completely, okay? When you have Mizraim, you got southern Egypt and then upper Egypt,
Yeah, I know about
okay? If Arabic Hebrew predates your whole
Okay,
language,
okay.
hold on. If it predates it, bro,
Okay, you're
that
saying
means
Hebrew. You're saying
Arabic
Hebrew.
is bullshit.
Hold on. You're saying Hebrew, right? At that time, they spoke a different language, so don't use Hebrew.
So line up.
Don't use
Hey,
Hebrew.
line up. Just
Now, I'm
sit
not
down,
saying
line up.
Arabic predates the language that the Israelites use, right? I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is that they didn't speak Hebrew. Now, I can acknowledge the Israelites. They didn't speak English. They speak different languages.
Yeah, it's called Kashawan Kadash.
Yeah, see, I can acknowledge that Arabic is younger than that language, but I'm not going to tell you that the Holy Land for Jews is not Egypt. I'm not going to tell you that.
It's not.
It's not Egypt.
It was Israel.
That's what he says.
It's Israel.
No, we're saying something. You had the wall of Egypt to Israel. That the children of Israel did that. How can you do that with a large mass?
So why would you say the land of Israelites is still Egypt? If they,
No, we never said that. We were just saying
I
that.
could have sworn he said that.
No, we said that Egypt borders Israel. When you look at the original maps, when you look at certain maps or the old maps, like when you look at the old maps, they actually shrunk Africa. Africa's actually
It's called a projection. They do that with pretty much every single map.
Yeah,
You can
so
look at it.
That's why the white people are masters that topography.
Okay.
They're master at map making.
Even if they shrunk Africa, Africa is still significantly larger than Europe. You're not making any points. You're not making any points.
Well, our point is, even though
You
it's
still have-
significantly larger, we're showing you
And
that.
they teach us that in school.
Yeah, exactly.
They
You're
teach
going.
us that it's deviated. The maps are deviated. Everybody knows that.
I was
That.
actually never taught that. I had to figure that out myself.
But like I said, if you couldn't tell me,
I learned it this year.
if you couldn't tell me that Arabic does not predate Hebrew, your whole book is trash.
I'm not saying Hebrew. There was a different dude. We literally just said-
Paleo Hebrew, Lashawan Kodesh,
You
it's
know
the
who
same.
created Hebrew?
Ooh.
The Jews that went from Eastern Europe. They brought their language Yiddish. And they mixed it with the language before.
So hold up. So Hebrew started in Europe before.
That is not what I said.
not what he said at all.
They
He
took
just
that ancient language and they mixed it with Yiddish to make it
The
Hebrew.
word Hebrew as in the Hebrew
I
language
know.
has modern Hebrew.
I know.
Modern Hebrew.
That's what you're saying.
That's
modern.
exactly what I'm
I
saying.
know that. But I'm telling you, it's called Paleo Hebrew. It's before that.
The Lashawan Kadash.
Exactly. That's what he don't
Okay, That's what
understand.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But you've been using Hebrew this entire time. Now I've
Yes,
already
Hebrew.
addressed that. I already addressed what you're saying, right? But you keep going back to the fact that I said Arabic is older than Hebrew. You know
That's
exactly
what you
I
said.
meant. Yeah. But you're talking about Paleo.
But that's
Hebrew. You
not
should have made sure
what
that
we're
that's
getting
right.
at.
It doesn't-
That's
that's
not
the
going to
Hebrew I'm
affect
talking
us.
about.
That's going to affect the white
But
people.
what I said is that there's a different side that predates Arabic, and he said it. So don't even talk about it.
A different type of what? Hebrew language, right?
We're agreed. So don't even bring it up.
Well, we got to close out here.
I'm not. I mean, you can't understand.
Shalom! The water Yahweh Shah. The water Yahweh, the water Yahweh Shah, the water Yahweh, the water Yahweh Shah, the water Yahweh, the water Yahweh Shah. Thank you, brothers and sisters, Akim and Akwakdim, who came out here to learn and listen to Lamad, the teachings, man, to the Torah. We want to show you, look, the commandments is the only way you're going to be saved. No one else going to save you. Only the Lord's going to save you. That's why we out here. We're the Lord mouthpiece. I want to give double honors to all elders and apostles, brothers. They delivered their lives, man, devoted their lives to come out with this teaching. I want to say in the Lashon Kadash, Shabbat Shalom.
Shalom.
Who got next?
We got next.
Who got next?
We got next.
Who got next?
We got next.
Hello.
Forever.
Hello.
Forever.
Hello.
Forever.
What we gonna do?
Take the kingdom.
What we gonna do?
Take the kingdom.
What we gonna do?
Take the kingdom.
How?
Bashima Mashiach Yosha.
How?
Bashima Mashiach Yosha.
How?
Bashima Mashiach Yosha.
Goya Shalom.
Goya Shalom.
How you gonna forget this?
Sir, we disagree a lot here.
Kind of jumped
Hey,
on
man,
the
we
face,
brothers.
right?
Shake a hand. We disagree a lot, but I still like to shake a hand.
Man, I hope y'all seriously do your homework and find out your own salvation. That's all it's about,
How
man.
y'all forget the names of the Lord, man? Shalom, man. Shalom.
All right, bro.
Have a good night.
Yeah, you Spanish too, huh?
My parents are.
Yeah, you speak Spanish?
Yeah.
Yeah? What's up, man?
What's your father?
It's Clevo Diablo Blanco, man.
It's not about color, it's about bloodline, man. You're Issachar. You need to keep the commandments too, man. You too.
The other boy said he has
Oh, yeah.
so then that could be better.
I talked to him before. I spoke to him.
Put it in the black dude.
Yeah.
He said that they brought me they make the homosexual. Yeah.
You said what?
He make the homosexual.
You said he what?
He make the homosexual.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure he do. I'm pretty sure he believe in a whole bunch of stuff.
Yo.
Oh shit!
That's like he's a American Negro.
I was planning on bringing something tonight.
I ain't got no.
I was planning on
They
start
just
getting
don't.
some, but I keep me.